Willoughby might be Sydney's most underrated parkrun. While everyone else is fighting for a PB on the flat concrete, this one is tucked away in the Artarmon Reserve, offering a proper bushland escape right in the middle of the lower North Shore. It's got a bit of an identity crisis, half native forest, half industrial underpass, but that's why it's exactly worth the trip. The first thing that you need to know is this is a single lap course. No loops here, which is a massive plus. But there is a catch. The locals call it undulating. In runner speak, that's a polite way of saying that your quads are going to feel it. You start on the grass before diving into a mix of leafy trails and shared paths. The highlight is definitely the Indigenous art tunnel. It's probably the coolest visual on any course in the city. It's not the place to come for an all-time PB, but if you want a 5k that actually feels like an adventure, this is it. Now, there is one major thing that you need to know before you set your alarm. Willoughby kicks off at 7 AM. If you're used to the usual 8 AM Sydney starts, this is going to feel like a rude awakening. It's one of the few in the city that starts this early, which is a blessing in the humid summer months, but it does mean that you're sacrificing that extra hour of sleep. Trust me though, once you're in the trees, you'll realise it's worth the early wake-up call. So, is Willoughby the most underrated parkrun in Sydney? I'm going with yes. It's got the bushland vibes, the industrial grit, and just enough elevation to remind you that you're alive. It might not be the flat 8 AM stroll that you're used to, but the single lap adventure and that tunnel run make it a standout on the North Shore. I'm going to stop talking now so you can actually see the rest of this course in action. I'll leave you with the highlights of the trails and those undulations as I finish off my 5k. Enjoy the rest of the run and I'll see you at the finish line. As we come back towards the oval for the finish, the legs are definitely feeling those undulations, but that's Willoughby for you. It makes you work for that finish token. If you're looking for a course that breaks the mold of the typical Sydney parkrun, this is the one to hit. I'm going to be heading to more spots across the city to find the best and the most brutal trails Sydney has to offer. So if you want to see where I'm headed next Saturday, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Helps the channel out and keeps you in the loop for the next review. Thanks for joining, and I'm going to head for a coffee. See you at the next one.